Okay, I think on my end it looks like this is up on the computer, but I have it open on my phone, and it is also up on my phone. Okay, so we're all good. Okay, it's always a bit of a trial to get it up, but we're up. All right, we're live. Woo! So there's no specific topic for this stream. I mean, it's kind of like the last stream we did, where Zi-O is gonna come out, and Beast Morphers came back today, or not? It didn't came back last week, but episode came out today, and then Ryu Soldier obviously is coming out later today. But not as excited for Ryu Soldier. But yeah, just a chill stream, I guess. So let's see, Grand Muteki in the chat. Nikolaj Slenta in the chat. Hello, guys. Cade Welch, Vanos Fan, Overdrive, Sauce Lord, Kamen Rider Brave, Level 5, Gundam Convoy, the new RSH Gaming. Welcome, everyone. Gundam Convoy says he watches my videos with his girlfriend. Cool. And she likes them too. That's also cool. What up, Dark Soul Devil? I guess to bring up some conversation, I guess. I saw the Beast Morphers episode today. I thought it was alright. I keep thinking this, compared to what we have been getting for Power Rangers Ninja Steel, Beast Morphers is such an improvement. So, I will not really complain that much about what Beast Morphers is doing, because it's decent enough where I'm not hating every episode. And let's put it this way, when Ninja Steel went on hiatus, or Super Ninja Steel went on its massive hiatus, and then it came back, I honestly didn't care enough to actually go and watch it. So I still have not seen Ninja Steel's finale. It's on Netflix as well, and I still haven't seen it, even though I probably could. So yeah, so but Ninja Steel, that ended. I honestly couldn't bring myself to keep watching Ninja Steel. Beast Morphers came back last week, and I was so happy to keep watching it. You don't even know. So, all right, let's go to the chat. Orville Joel, I'm doing good. He asked how I am. So, how are you as well? Suzako Noya, hello. Tokun Stuff, Will Dine. Cade Welch says, dog, Toku Twitter called you out about your Zi-O review. Yeah, I know. I don't really care that much. I know what you're talking about, so you don't need to give details, but that was kind of annoying. Clearly I can't put my own thoughts in a thumbnail, because that happened with the Zi-O review as well. But I don't really care that much. Honestly, I was very close to update. I updated the thumbnail just so people could stop getting off my back, because they post something oh, this showed up in my notifications, what is happening to Toku YouTube? So I changed the thumbnail, but I was very close to changing the thumbnail to shots of what's his name, Jin with the gun, make that the whole screen and go most lighthearted Toku ever ? But no, I just changed it to something else. So I'm all past that. I don't care anymore. I'm totally fine with it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. It's not at all important to the channel at all. Really, nothing important that came out of that at all. So, Ethan Emmett says, "What's popping?" Popcorn. QB asks, "What's my favorite Power Rangers?" So I'm assuming you mean season. For me, I'm kind of cheating when people ask what's my favorite Power Rangers, because currently for me right now it's the Boom Studios comics. I love the comics so much. That's technically, I guess, to be more specific, it's my favorite continuity of Power Rangers, but obviously it's not an actual show in Power Rangers. So if I need to give a legitimate answer about the show, it's either SPD or Dino Thunder. Both of those are pretty much my two favorite seasons of Power Rangers. I really love suits, themes, aspects, characters, all that in both of those shows. So one of those two, but really favorite continuity in Power Rangers is the comics. So hello Kamitas in the chat. Will Dine says Vulcan looks really cool in his gorilla form. I agree. That's my favorite form is 01. It looks so cool. Obviously because it's red and black. So Ethan asks, which Sentai would I like to be adapted next? Zyuohger, Tokuger, Q Ranger, or Lupin Ranger versus Power Ranger? Q Ranger, because I like the aesthetics of that one compared to all the others, and I really want all the Zords, because I didn't get those Zords when they came out in Japan, so I would really want Q Ranger, but honestly, if they went Tokuger, Zyuohger, then Q Ranger, I wouldn't mind. But yeah, I wouldn't mind at all. I would be really happy if they did that. What's the best way to watch Kamen Rider in the US? There's a lot of different ways. Obviously, none of which are very official. But usually, if you just look up an episode, you can find it. So it's on Google and stuff like that. It's very easy. I'm not really saying it because, again, it's not the most official thing ever. So I'm a little iffy about publicly saying that. So Kamen Rider Brave asks my thoughts on a digital themed rider where they go into a VR world like Ready Player One. So two things. One, that's the Kamen Rider XA True Ending movie. And two, I would still really like that. That would be really cool. I kind of like the idea of that would be really cool. Would Shout Factory make an Akiba Ranger DVD set? Probably, but it seems like they're not doing releases for the time being because of something with Hasbro. So, Kabuto asks, what would I do with a dinosaur-themed rider? I would probably make it very dinosaur-themed. Like just Ryu Soldier is not going all in on a dinosaur theme, which is totally fine because we've done that a lot of times. But if Kamen Rider had a dinosaur theme, for their first dinosaur theme, I would probably go like all in with the dinosaurs, like bring in all these crazy dinosaur ideas and lore and stuff like that. Ronald Fries the third asks, what do you think 01's final form will be? I think it'll be something grasshopper related. But yeah, I don't really know because usually it's something that's very like plain sight in the show. Like I'm trying to think, like Trideron. Trideron is the one I always think about because they had 3 sets of shift cars throughout the entire show that all had a team to them. Like they all had this logo on the actual shift car kind of design. And then they used those 3 teams and they made tire blends in the end. It's like always very kind of plain in plain sight, but like you don't really notice it. So it's probably something that we've all seen in the show or we're going to see, but we don't think about it until bam, now it's the final form. Studio Gibble says they're a new subscriber. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Your video promoting people's OCs, Ranger, Sentai teams, and Kamen Riders was one of the things that convinced me to finally start writing my own fanfic. That's really cool. I hope you have fun with that, and I hope it actually does pretty good. I feel 01 looks like if you mix Kuga with O's with Xaid and Ghost and Agito with Ichigo. That's a lot of mixes, but I guess, yeah, that would work. Ooh, the chat. I love when the chat like takes a long time to load and I scroll down and then it all resets itself. So, okay. Which do you prefer, Oma Geo or Geo Oma? Oma Geo, because that is a hot suit. Not gonna it's so detailed, but it also just looks very good. People agreeing, Boom Studios is very good with the Power Rangers comics. Hello, Patty Murphy in the chat. XA True Ending the show would be great. That would be kind of cool if they made XA True Ending a show. I guess kind of. I mean, it already exists, but that would be kind of interesting. Someone said Kamen Rider subreddit should have information on how to watch. Probably. I don't actively go there, but I assume it does. Um, will they ever release Kilbus's toy? It's been years. I don't know if they will now. Now that you bring that up, I haven't thought about that. The movie came out. Well, the movie came out earlier this year, but they did not release any sort of premium Bandai thing. So, I'm sorry if you guys really like Kilbus, because yeah, I guess maybe he's not getting a release. Special Form 12 says what? But welcome to the stream. Which Kamen Rider do you think would win in a battle royale? Omagio, because he has every power ever. What if there was a Spec Ops themed rider? That would be a very cool idea. I mean, it's kind of Kamen Rider Snipe. Not to bring in X-Aid, because I think in the last stream, every time someone asks me a Kamen Rider question, I replied with X-Aid, and it was kind of funny. But the satellite might be a final form. I forgot about that. Someone brought that up in, again, the last stream. Yeah, I was like, if the satellite plays a large role, it could be the final form. And then, like, because that was before the first episode came out, and then it came out, and I was like, oh, the satellite is playing a large role. So yeah, the satellite, there you go, something that's in plain sight, has a pretty integral role in the story. That could definitely be the final form. And then there's an evil satellite as well, so that could also play into another final form or another rider. What do I think of Real X Eyes? I think that is the name of the 01 summer movie, and as a theme song, I really like it. I'm debating whether or not it's my favorite or not of all the Rider themes, but I do really like it. It's probably top 10. From a visual standpoint, it is probably my favorite visual theme song. It's really cool. Dexter says they just got into chat. Welcome to the stream. What would I do as my first style of rider if I had to make one? Probably like my Kamen Rider Sinja idea. I put in like a old video, and it's maybe not the greatest video because it is kind of old, but basically like a ninja themed but coding Kamen Rider. So basically Kamen Rider Shinobi and Kamen Rider 01 as one. Do you think buying the Kamen Rider X8 series would be worth it? So as in like the whole series, or because then yes, but if you can find it online, maybe not. But if it's an official release, though, yeah, maybe do buy that. Anyway, or if you're talking about anything from the toy line of X8, then also yes, because X8 is a very beautiful toy line, and I own none of it, and it makes me very sad. So, yeah, I just got very sad thinking I have nothing from X8. What Kamen Rider henshin do you like the most? Omagio. Do you think VRV should bring... I don't know what VRV is. Should bring Kamen Rider to their streaming service since it has Super Sentai? So I don't know what VRV is, but I will agree that we should get Kamen Rider streamed to the US, because that would be really cool. If Hasbro were to get the rights to adapt Kamen Rider, which season should they adapt first? X8, obviously, because X8. I think, like, I personally would like X8 first, but obviously I don't think X8 would work as a first season because it is design-wise such a drastic difference. I think we need like double or build, because they are kind of like the standard Kamen Rider design. I guess build not as much, but we do have the compound eyes and the antenna and build. So I think double for sure, because it is kind of a modern design of the original Kamen Rider suits with the compound eyes and all that. Yujo Icon, Bang Bang Tank, Kill the Spider, all holding hands, never getting toys. Bang Bang Tank hurts my soul so much. Like, I wanted to see a Bang Bang Tank level 4 form so badly, and it never happened. They had the opportunity in both. It appeared in both the Snipe miniseries and the Genmu vs. Laser movie, the Gas Chat, and it did nothing in either movie except act as a finisher, and it was like a big tank, right? That was the finisher. Like, okay, like you literally could have repainted the simulation suit, like even just a chest piece. I think you could have repainted that and then said, look, tank gamer, and I would have been totally okay with it. But there is no official suit for Bang Bang Tank, so that really hurts. Kamen Rider with a military theme, that would be cool. Again, snipe, but a more military theme would be cool. What your opinion on Kamen Rider Vulcan Henshin? It is very badass, and I really like it. He punches a bullet. Come on, you can't. How could you not like that? Right? It's a little over the top. I can understand if you don't like it, but I personally really like it. I hope he continues to punch the bullet, because if he does not, we really lost we really lost something amazing if he stops punching that bullet. Oh yeah, someone says they could adapt 01 for Kamen Rider in the US. That would make complete sense, because it is the new era in Japan, so making it essentially a new era here would make sense. Do you think Hasbro and Entertainment One is making Power Rangers Go animated in the near future? Probably not the near future, but I think they would try to do animated Power Rangers at some point, because there is probably, you could do a lot if you do animated Power Rangers, like definitely make some really crazy fight scenes and whatnot. What do you think the next theme is for Super Sentai? So I think there were some rumors that it's going to be sports, because the Olympics, and it's going to start, the Olympics is in Japan next year, so it would kind of make sense. They're like, hey, Olympics, Super Sentai, cash in. So I think it's gonna be sports, but I don't really have any particular want for a Sentai theme. I don't really care what they do for Rider and Sentai themes, as long as it looks cool. That would be cool, or for me. Do you think Zi-O and 01 will have a crossover movie? I think they already announced a name for that, so yeah, I think they are gonna have a crossover movie. What up, Jarhead at MSTR in the chat. Adam Watkins says, I think Power Rangers adaptation of Tokuger should deal with space-time and parallel universes, which could fit well with Tokuger 1 of Darkness counterpart being parallel clone. That could be really cool. I kind of touched on an idea like that, but not too much. So yeah, I do think it would be cool to do a lot with Tokyo Ichigo Dark in the adaptation, kind of like how they're doing a lot with Blaze and Roxy in in Beast Morphers, and they're using those suits more than they did in Go Busters. So, favorite Spider-Man movie? I think Homecoming. There are some things in Far From Home that I'm like a little iffy on, but like then there's some scenes in Far From Home that I like think surpass Homecoming. So I think overall Homecoming, but like there are some bits in Far From Home that I prefer over Homecoming completely. Who would win in a battle? Zi-O Oma form or Oma Zi-O? I did not know like Zi-O Oma versus Oma Zi-O in different aspects was such a interesting topic. I think Oma Zi-O, because he has the powers. Zi-O Oma looks like he has to summon it. So Ninja DX says hi, hello. Jojo Mojo says, what games do you play? Well, currently I've been kind of getting back into Minecraft since it's popular again. But today's Batman Day, and on the Epic Games server, they on the Epic Games launcher, they put up the Batman Arkham trilogy for free, and the Lego Batman trilogy, which I have already played, but they put that up for free as well. So it's $120 worth of games for free. If you don't have the Epic Game, or if you have the Epic Games launcher, I leave the stream right now and go get both of those for free, and then you can come back, because that is a killer deal. So maybe in the near future I will be playing the Batman Arkham games, because I have those now. Apparently, Australia got the rest of Beast Morphers early, so good for me. Yes, very good for you, because now you get to watch all of it without being spoiled. I, on the other hand, have gotten a few things spoiled because Twitter, yeah. So, which is the final form of Zi-O? Grand Zi-O, Oma Zi-O, or Zi-O Oma form? I might make a video on that because it is kind of an interesting topic. But I think we can rule out Zi-O Oma because it seems to be a movie exclusive. And so it's between Grand Zi-O or Oma, because Grand Zi-O is obviously, it fits that final form category in the show. It's his most powerful form with all the ride watches in the show, because Oma form does not appear in the show. But then he uses Oma Zi-O in the last episode, and it is his most powerful form. So I think it would have to depend on what form he uses in the next crossover movie. If he goes to Oma Zi-O, then it's his final form. If he goes to Grand Zi-O, that's his final form. If he goes to Zi-O Oma, still will not say that's his final form. That's my least favorite of those three suits. If they adapt Kamen Rider and go back and adapt Black RX again and relive the 90s, Masked Rider shouldn't be forgotten. Furbus disagrees, but Ethan Emmett says, I'ma head out. See you later. Thank you for coming to the stream. E2 Gaming says, Xaid was actually the series that got me interested in Kamen Rider. Kind of me as well. It's a bit of a different story, but it is the first show that I technically watched live, so kind of similar. That was someone else asked, what was your first Rider show? For me, it was Xaid watched live, but Drive is technically what got me into Kamen Rider, but I did not watch it live. I've only watched episode 1, and I want to keep watching it, but I have not found time to watch it. I think that a Dino-themed Rider should be after 01. I agree. Dino-themed Kamen Rider would be really cool. Grady says, keep going. Love your vids. Thank you. Beast Morphers finally airs in Australia tomorrow. That's cool. So it wasn't Australia that has all the episodes early? Was that Europe? I guess I don't really know. I know someone already has, or some country out there already has every episode of season 1 of Beast Morphers, and it kind of makes me a little upset. Hasbro should adapt Shinobi, first have him cameo in Beast Morphers, and then make the miniseries, then see how it is received, and then actually make Kamen Rider Hasbro edition. That would be cool. Kyle Whitfield says hello. The chat refreshed again. I think I'm gonna. All right, speedrun question time to answer to catch up with the chat, because this always happens. I get super far behind. What's your reaction on the Tsukuyomi as a rider? Cool suit. She literally de-henshined after she henshined. Okay. Do you like the kaiju genre of tokusatsu? Godzilla, Ultraman. I respect Ultraman because it's the first one, and the Netflix anime does look cool. And I like the Godzilla movies here. Like, King of the Monsters was very cool for me. Have you seen Beast Morphers episodes 9 and 10? If so, did you like them? Yes, I like both of them. I think it's a great improvement from Neo Sabanera in general. They're not perfect, but it definitely seems like Hasbro's getting Power Rangers back on its feet. Do you like Punching Kong form? I love Punching Kong form because they're red and black. What's your favorite secondary rider suit? Cross Z. Am I the only one who enjoyed Zi-O? Sometimes I feel like I am. I enjoyed some moments in Zi-O, but overall, I'd say I enjoyed Zi-O, but like I don't think it's really good. But if you enjoyed Zi-O, all the more power to you. Don't let me tell you Zi-O's bad. If you enjoyed Zi-O, you enjoyed Zi-O. Just asking, what do you think of a Kamen Rider series which is a pirate theme or ninja? Pirate themed would be really cool. Like, we don't really have a lot of pirate themes outside of Gokaiger. And there might be an American adaptation of that. I don't know. Probably not, because, I'm joking if you guys couldn't tell. But Pirate Kamen Rider would be really cool. It seems I may have started a debate about what is the final form of Oma Zi-O. I hope I did not. I don't. It's kind of funny that no one's like debating what is the final form of Zi-O as heavily as O's, and O's aired like over like 5 years ago or something like that. People are still like Taja Dole is the final form, Puto Tear is the final form. Oh, but Super Tatoba, like that is still a thing that's going on. Someone just asked, "What's your favorite Kamen Rider meme? What is O's final form?" Brave Level 5 says they made a gangster themed rider with Kamen Rider Vigilant, Phantom, Mercenary, and Yakuza. Kamen Rider Yakuza is a very cool sounding name, and that sounds really cool. Ever watched Legend Hero? It's really good. I have not watched Legend Hero, but it does look good. What is the first episode of Rider Potential? It looks like it's going to be Build, because a lot of people, I sent out a poll like last week. Build has like 60 votes, and the second one is like Xaid with 30 votes. So it's definitely going to be Build. I've already kind of started thinking about some ideas I can do for the adaptation part of Build. I guess might as well give you a little preview. I would do something more with Kamen Rider Blood. This is going off how in Beast Morphers they shot a lot of original footage. So I would do something with Kamen Rider Blood, like have him kind of be like a best match opposite. Like Blood and Evil would be like a best match opposite to Build and Cross Z. So that's kind of a little sneak peek of Rider Potential Build. I have not started any script writing for that, and that's like the only idea I thought of. But yeah. Is Kamen Rider Shinobi, Quiz, and Kikai considered part of the Reiwa era? If the Reiwa era lasted to 2121, then yeah. Thoughts on Build, Ghost, and Drive? Build, is the only one of these I have seen in its entirety. I loved Build. Build is really cool. Really great ideas. Suits, themes, characters, standard. This is the standard thing I say when I praise a series. I really liked Build. Ghost, I have not seen. And I've heard many, many things about Ghost. So I feel like when I eventually watch Ghost, I'm gonna like it because that's just the kind of person I am. I feel like if I made a review, the thumbnail would be something like, Kamen Rider Ghost is not that bad, guys. But I might actually hate Ghost, so we'll see. Drive, as I said earlier, I've only seen one episode, but I do want to see more of Drive because I do really like the suits in Drive. And I've also heard good things about Drive, so. Someone said they want to see Toei revisit music as a motif. That could be really cool. I feel like, so the last time they did music was obviously Hibiki, and maybe doing a bit of an upgrade on that with like more kinds of music, I guess, per se, or something like that. That could be really cool. So yeah, I think music could be a cool thing to re-explore in Rider, especially with how Hibiki apparently was not the greatest thing ever. So I was trying to get the chat working, but it seems like the CSS is not working. So okay, we'll just leave that. We'll leave that alone. That always happens. Thoughts on Jin in 01? He wields an actual gun, and that's kind of badass. So, yes. What's your favorite Ultraman suit? Rube. Although I don't really know anything about Ultraman. Rube because he's like the most red one. When you think about it, even Oz's official form isn't that much more powerful than his other forms. He simply changes between forms depending on what he needs in the particular situation. Yeah, I think that's like the only debate I will allow for why a different form may be Oz's final form. So let's see. Favorite final form? There's a video I uploaded called Ranking Final Forms. You can go check that out, and that will answer your burning questions of what my favorite final form is, I'm going to take a drink of water, and then I'm going to get back to this. Okay. Kamitas asks, would they say Henshin or Kamen Rider in your adaptation of Build? Neither, because Henshin and Kamen Rider are both Japanese words, and it's an American adaptation, so I just had to say something else. I think that eventually Aruto will borrow a Shot Riser in Transform. That would be really cool, actually. I feel like the 01 driver is probably not going to get passed around, but the judging by how there's multiple Shot Risers and multiple villain rider henshin device, which I'm not going to name for spoilers, we could totally see Aruto pull out one of those other drivers and use that to transform. Maybe I saw something like if he gets kicked out from being the president or the CEO of Hiden, and he still needs to become a Kamen Rider, he could use Rising Hopper and one of the other belts, and he's just different, obviously a different looking version of Rising Hopper. That could be really cool. I would totally be down for that. I love using different rider forms different forms of a rider into different belts. It's like a cool little what if idea thing, and it's always really cool for me. Has Kamen Rider ever done a dinosaur series or anything like that? Nope. No dinosaur Kamen Rider season exists, but we do have dinosaur forms, Putotira, as we mentioned. Patty says it'd be cool if Toei brought back Metal Heroes and have it be something more than that show Sentai occasionally crosses over with. Yeah, I think I forget. I don't know really anything about Metal Heroes, but yeah, they have crossed over in the they crossed over with SPD, Deca Ranger, and Q Ranger. But like, I don't think, are they an actual show anymore? I guess not. But it is kind of funny. Yeah, they bring them back and they're like, here you go, Sentai, take this Metal Heroes crossover. Okay, we'll take them back. Do you wish Zi-O had more Future Riders? Kind of, but like in retrospective, they shouldn't have done Future Riders because they should have focused on their own anniversary aspects. So I'm a little mixed. Like I love the idea of the Future Riders, but maybe wasn't the best idea because they should have focused on the tributes of other riders, especially there are 3 Future Riders literally sitting to be used in those tributes instead of Shinobi, Kikai, and Quiz. They could have used Dark Drive or Future Drive, whatever his name is, Dark Drive, Aqua, I guess Aqua, and they did later use Aqua. But for those 3 arcs, they could have used Aqua, Dark Drive, and New Deno. And then I guess they could have also used New Kiva, because I think that's a Future Rider as well. They had 4 Future Riders sitting there that could have been Waza's Future Rider forms, and then instead they made their own Kamen Riders, which is a cool idea, but maybe should have been a better thing to use their own riders, already existing riders. Favorite best match? Rabbit Tank, probably, but there's so many best matches. I would just say any red best match, or any best match with some red in it, is one of my favorites. What is your favorite final form without Xaid, Drive, or Build? Final forms video. Someone else also asked, what is your favorite final form? Ride. I thought it was another final form in general. Favorite final form ride might be, I'm trying to think what the most ridiculous one, and that's like, I'm not joking. It would probably either be the Giant Decade, where he turns into the Giant Decade driver, Kabuto turning into the Kabuto Zector, or Deno turning into just straight up Momotaros. One of those 3. Why is Lupat so hated? because it's not the greatest. It's because nothing happens in Lupat for like 30 episodes. I mean, yeah, like nothing really happens in Lupat. Like we get the first 5 episodes. There's like a first few episodes where something happens, and then nothing happens, and then stuff happens again. For your build adaptation, they could say build up. That would be really cool, actually. Build up as because it's English, and it would be a nice reference as well. Death Ryuger is a music dino themed ranger, right? I guess to an extent, yeah, because he has the flute boomerang because tokusatsu. Any thoughts of 01 being an animal based Kamen Rider? I think it's alright, but not too unique. I like the ideas, yeah, but like in story, it kind of makes no sense why the progress keys are animals. Like, I don't know why. Oh, there you go. Chat. I love when the chat like refreshes out of nowhere. Toku Geek says, "Dad, what's up? You finally did a stream." Yes, I did. What's the stream about? Literally just anything. Izu is the new Waz. Izu better EY with Waz in the crossover movie, or else we riot. I never saw that, but yeah, I want Izu and Waz to EY together. What will you name the American version of Kamen Rider? I don't honestly know. I know Power Rider is like was trademarked, and people have been using it, Karn, for their adaptation ideas. And like I like the Power Rider idea, but I kind of feel like Power Rider shouldn't be used for the name of the official thing. If they did do it, again, I wouldn't care. I'd be totally okay with it. But I feel like it would be kind of interesting if they went with something else other than Power Rider. I don't know what, but I would like something else to be used. When a rider gets a new belt for their final form, I don't think that's happened in a while. Has it? I'm trying to think, like, no. I think the last one was Decade, kind of, with the K-Touch, but he still uses, like, the base Decade driver. 01 should get a new belt for his final form. That would be cool. The 01 driver doesn't really have a lot of options for, like, big upgrades, I guess, or for the progress keys specifically, since it's like such a specific slot you have to put them in. That would be really cool, actually. I think the last Kamen Rider to really use a different belt for their form in general was Ghost for Grateful, and I guess if Ghost Grateful is considered the final form to some people, then there you go. Out of base rider forms, what is your favorite base form? One of the red ones. Don't really know off the top of my head right now, but one of the red ones. I'm very predictable. It's very easy to guess which of anything would be my favorite because red. What if 01 got adapted into a Beast Morphers spinoff due to the techno animal theme? That would be kind of cool, actually. I never thought of that. I'd be down for that. That would be a kind of cool way to jumpstart 01 or Kamen Rider here. Do you think in a summer movie Aruto might use the Shot Riser? Maybe. I would be totally okay with it. I think AG used the Birth Driver in O's, so I think in the summer movie as well, right? Someone please correct me if I'm wrong because I haven't seen O's. But I guess there is precedent for the main rider using the secondary rider's belt. And I guess since they have been using the same belt for like, for like 4 years now. Drive was the last time I guess they switched belts. And I guess before that, and then right before that, they used the same belt. Yeah, so I guess we have swapped belts a few times in the summer movies. So yeah, I guess that could totally happen since the secondary riders are using their own belt again, finally. How come Shinobi was the only Future Rider to get a spin-off? Did people just not like Quiz and Kikai? I guess so. What shows do you recommend for someone enjoying 01 and wants to watch other Kamen Rider shows? Xaid? Xaid, Gaim, Build, Drive, I heard, is really good. Forza, pretty much any of the Heisei ones I heard are pretty good. Let's see. If Toei continues having returning writers for the Winter Versus movies, which writers would you like to see return for Zero 1 and Zi-O? I don't really have a particular want. I guess Decade, just because Tsukasa's kind of badass and he's getting a progress key. But I don't really have a particular writer I want to see come back. I guess Kuroda, because he's our Lord and Savior and our God. Brave Level 5. I love how it just sounded so sad when I said that. I love Kuroda. So yeah, I guess Kuroda. There, I'm saying it now. Actually, no, I just realized I would want Snipe to come back and finally use Bang Bang Tank. For my gangster theme rider, the villains are the police force. They have similar gear to the main four riders, and the collectible gimmicks are keypads. That sounds really cool. And I guess it's kind of like Lupin vs. Pato, with the thieves versus cop thing. Do you know Spanish or any other language? I do know Spanish, and I know some Japanese because I'm a rider weeb, and a toku weeb in general. So, isn't that's someone's Discord name? But yes, I know Spanish because I took Spanish, and I know Spanish and I know Japanese because I've watched too many translation videos. Remember when Chalice's final form ride was a chocolate heart? I do not, and that sounds amazing. Least favorite Astro Switch? I think someone asked this on Discord. It would be the Stamper because it's kind of dumb. What are your thoughts on Kamen Rider Kabuto? I want to watch it because it sounds really cool from what people have said, and the suit is very nice because it's red. Have I watched Boukenger yet? Nope. I'm sorry. I hope in the next 01 movie they have 01 and Zi-O fight. That would be kind of cool, but they better have a reason for it, because when writers fight, it's always some contrived thing like, you're a bad guy. No, I'm a good guy. Yeah, it sounds like that too. I'm a voice actor, guys. Hit me up on SoundCloud if you want more voice actors. In your adaptation of Build, would you rename the build forms? Just asking. Probably only if they have the Japanese words in them. So like Haichi Marine, the B in the submarine. You know, Haichi is not an English word. Kyle Whitfield says, nice subscribe noise for the notification. Thank you. Florio says hello, and they were in the 01 hype stream. Welcome back. A reviewer actually noticed that there was another slot, on the opposite side of the 01 driver, so perhaps it could get some kind of extension for the final form. I did see that. It's kind of like the hazard trigger, but I don't think it's the final form, because that is like a totally different like having the final form sounds be in the bell at the beginning of the show seems a bit too. It seems like someone has a bit too much foresight at Toei, if you know what I mean. Didn't Oma Zi-O use a different driver, or is he a different driver than Zi-O? I guess he did use a different driver, but it's debatable whether or not he's the final form. Okay. What? There. I always expect that refresh. No offense. I feel like you saying you like a form because it's red is kind of a cop-out. It is a cop-out. But it's true. I will admit, it is kind of like, well, I like it because it's red, but it is why I like the form. So, the main reason. Obviously, Muteki is not red at all. So, in some cases, it's not completely the color, but the color is a very big deciding factor. What is your favorite progress key? Flaming Tiger. I was trying to remember the name because it's red. There you go. Actually, not color aside, I do like the shooting wolf. I like the way it says bullet. It's so weird, but it actually sounds really cool. So there, and then actually the way biting shark says biting is also very cool. So colors aside, I do like biting shark and shooting wolf for different reasons. Do you like Smash Bros? I do like Smash Bros, and I also have Smash Bros. So, do you like the Power Ranger and Q Ranger crossover movie? I have not seen it, but I have seen a lot of stuff about it, so it looks like I'll enjoy it since I liked both seasons. Or I was mixed on Lupat and Q Ranger, but I liked overall both seasons, so I probably will like that movie. Adam Watkins says, next year will be Kamen Rider Double's 10th anniversary. I hope they do something special like reunion movies. That would be really cool. And maybe now I should finish watching Double. Did you forget Shinosuke used Chase's mock driver in Drive Surprise Future? I did not. I think I forgot it, and then I remembered it, but I didn't say anything. Yeah, so there you go. Another example of main rider using secondary rider driver. Batman is in the chat. It says, I recently started watching Ryu Soldier because I heard the mecha fights were good and it's better than I expected. That's, yeah. Someone else said, I was about to say my thoughts on Ryu Soldier, and then Ninja DX asked, what are my recent thoughts on Ryu Soldier? I'm enjoying Ryu Soldier, but like, it has the Lupat problem of nothing happening, really. In the recent episodes, it does seem like stuff is going to happen, so hoping it's going to start picking up. But as of now, it's just alright. But the suits are very beautiful, so visually, it's probably one of my favorite, if not favorite, Sentais. Are you going to watch Zi-O live today? I am, so we're going to end the stream soon, so I can watch Zi-O. So, yeah, getting back on topic. Misty Myth says they're late. You're fine. We're gonna end not too soon. Maybe like 20 minutes. Florio says, yay, I got noticed, question mark. Yes. What do I think of Biting Shark's jingle thing? I think it's my favorite jingle, or jingle thing. So I think you mean the text-to-speech. The text-to-speech is just... it's a little... Biting Shark's text-to-speech is a little weird. Fangs that can chomp through concrete. The other ones kind of make sense, except the bullet one, because the elevation increases as the bullet is fired is not physically accurate. Like, it's not a physically possible statement. But the jingle of Biting Shark is cool, but the text-to-speech is kind of weird, because it is just, yeah. What will you name Kamen Rider Build in your American adaptation? I don't know. I'm not really, as you could tell from Sentai Potential, I don't really get too caught up with the naming of things, because it's gonna inevitably be something different. So I see no, like, naming things can be fun for, like, if you do it, by all means do it. I'm not gonna tell you to not do it. But for me personally, for the videos, it's not going to really, it's going to be changed. So I don't really see a point in doing it when I can just refer to everything by the Japanese names. Any nitpicks you have about Zi-O so far? Not that I can think of. There probably is something. I think there's going to be something in this episode. I guess it would be some of his forms. The neon yellow does not work at all with the neon other color. That clashes too much for me. And I think some of the AIMS stuff in episodes 1 and 2 could be a little more fleshed out. Like, it looks like they have their own facility, but they don't. And we don't really know where to... Well, I guess I was about to say we don't really know where the progress keys come from, but that's like the whole point. So... and I guess we kind of do. So, anything I think I would nitpick about Zi-O right now, it's kind of what we're going to get probably answered. So like it's kind of like in the beginning of Zi-O, I would say like I don't really know where the ride watches come from, but they could answer it later on, and they never did. So speaking of Zi-O, Kazumi Sawatari, aka Kamen Rider Grease, says Zi-O is never a bad series. I mean, if you enjoy it, by all means, as I said earlier, if you enjoy it, don't let me tell you it's bad. You enjoy it. Grand Muteki says Double's anniversary is this year, though. O's is next year, and I think about it, and it's true. So that means I don't need to finish watching Double because it looks like there's not going to be anything. And honestly, now that you mention that, it makes me really upset that Double didn't get a tribute in Zi-O, because if it was its 10th anniversary, they did nothing. Come on, guys. Come on, Toei. Have I watched Kiva? No. But maybe, because I have the dual story aspect, right? With like 1980 something or 1990 something. And then 2008, that sounds like a really interesting thing. So I would watch it just for that aspect alone. 01's Texas speech phrases sound more dumb the more you say them out loud. Yes. Is Zi-O good? Zi-O is enjoyable. I'll say that. What should come after Beast Morphers, in my opinion? So in my opinion, I think it should be Q Ranger, but I think it's going to be ToQger. Is Vulcan's suit ugly? In my opinion, no, but I feel like the white is a little meh. I feel like they could have added a little more color to that, like, white blank half. Sorry, I'm dying a little bit. I think that Beast Morphers should use footage of Go Buster's returns as means for the real Blaze and Roxy to become Red and Yellow Rangers. So is that is that when they had the eyes, or the like fang eyes? I haven't seen Ghostbusters, Go Busters. So I think you're talking about the fang eyes, and I would agree that would be cool. But maybe you're talking about something different, so you can let me know how wrong I am. Do I like the Texas speech style jingle at the end of the 01 henshins? I like some of them, and they're very memeable, but I guess overall I'm like mixed on them. But they are kind of funny, so I do like them, I guess. Punching Kong's jingle. So in the 01 driver, it's so weird. You have to listen to it. It's so weird in the 01 driver. I don't know what they were trying to do. And then the after one, or the Texas speech, isn't it enough power to annihilate a mountain? Okay. Like some of them are like Biting Shark and Punching Kong are like talking about the form, and like all the other ones are like, including Flying Falcon, are like about the form. Or no, they're like warnings, like spread your wings, prepare for a force, the elevation increases, the bullet is fired, try to outrun this demon to get left in the dust, and then fangs that can chomp through concrete is just like talking about it. I don't know. Technically, it would be accurate if the bullet was fired upwards. That's true, but it said as the bullet is fired. So, like, the elevation increases as you shoot the gun, and the bullet curves up. I guess that's what the shot riser does. So that's why it says it. Do you like the dreadlocks on Hyper Muteki? Yes, I do like the dreadlocks on Hyper Muteki. What do you think of how Vulcan holds the shot riser as Punching Kong? I love it so much. It's so funny. I think I do have the image of the big gorilla hands holding the gun. It's so funny. I will admit, I like how they had it's their gauntlets, so he has actual hands, so it actually makes sense. But I think it's just super funny. Like I have the image. It's gonna pop up at some point. It's so funny. Have I watched any of the show riders? Nope, and I don't think I will, because I don't know if I can because it's so old. There we go. On my end, the image just popped up. I love how he holds the shot riser, Vulcan in Punching Kong. Um, uh, Daniel Chai really likes the Punching Kong music and hopes to extend it into an insert song. That would be kind of funny as an insert song. I think it's just kind of weird, so I'm okay with it. But yeah, I don't really like it. I heard that Vulcan's actor is a YouTuber and he can sing English songs. That is true. If you didn't know, I don't have a link, but find Vulcan's YouTube channel and subscribe to Vulcan. Can we get Vulcan more subscribers than me? It's kind of weird that I have more subscribers than an actual Kamen Rider actor. So we need to get Vulcan past me, alright? If Kiva got an adaptation, how would you feel? I would be okay with it because Kiva has some good suits, and that's about my extent of the knowledge of Kiva. I like vampires. There we go. That is also something I know about Kiva. Do I like the suit of Kamen Rider Cronus? I love the Cronus suit. Very cool suit. One of my favorite suits in X8. My only gripe with it is it reuses the wizard cape, so it has red on the inside of it. And like, this is probably the one case I don't like red on something. The red on Cronus does not work at all. So if they made that green, top tier suit. But it is still a top tier suit. So, Isamu trying to open a plastic toy is the funniest thing once you give it too much thought. That is true. Do I watch Inazuma 11? I don't know what that is. So the answer would be no. Do you think 01 Final Form is going to be a combination of all the forms? Maybe. Now that I think of it, we don't have too many progress keys. Yeah, we're not going to have too many progress keys. After, after this first quarter, there's not going to be too many 01 progress keys. So, we could very well see another one of another final form that combines all the keys. That would be kind of cool. I'm hoping they do it better than Genius. But what is the next superhero Tyson movie? I think they said they're not going to do any more of the spring movies. So there will never be another superhero Tyson movie until they say it again. What do you think about the visuals on the opening for 01? Do you have some theories? I mentioned it earlier, it's probably my favorite visuals, but I can't believe I didn't mention any of my theories for it, because I have a lot of theories for that. I was actually going to stream last week because I wanted to talk about the theories, but then I was tired, so I didn't. But I think Izu is going to be very relevant to the story. It seems like she's related to Daybreak Town. She's possibly the one who activated it. Like, she was activated by the new satellite as well, if you remember in the first episode. So possibly she was like a corrupted AI that led the Daybreak incident. And then the original 01, I guess we'll go out on a limb and say it's the original president. He saved Izu, and turned her to good, and then used her as his assistant, I guess. Just kind of came out with that on the spot. But Izu definitely has something to do with Daybreak Town. Also, I guess, it's really interesting how the theme song just shows Jin and Hirobi, like, nonchalant. Like, they're not hiding at all that they're going to become Kamen Riders. They're, like very clearly, like, let's just say you were a kid who didn't know about the scans at all, which now I realize must be an amazing feeling. Like, if you were watching the theme song, all of a sudden you would be like, hey, we're gonna be getting 2 more Kamen Riders. That's kind of cool. So I guess thinking about it as a kid, you would not mind that they showed off 2 new Kamen Riders so early. You would just be really excited. So I guess, yeah, there you go. What's your second favorite suit from X8, from Grand Muteki? It would be Kronos Gamedeus, I think, or Gamedeus Kronos is the correct word, because it looks really cool, because it's also gold and red. So, there's that. But I think it's also really cool design. I didn't mention earlier, the Cronus suit is really cool. So making it gold makes it cooler. Am I the only person who thinks that the guy who plays Schwartz in Zi-O looks like Jimmy Fallon? Kind of, I guess. I don't think so too much, but how about a Gamba Rising themed rider for an anniversary season? Well, there is Gamba Rider, so give him a look up. What is your favorite standby music? The Grand Zi-O standby or the Waz standby? The Waz standby is my outro, so probably the Waz standby. But it's one of those two, really. Have you seen Noel's actor opening Ryu Soldier toys on YouTube? I have not, but I did see the short clip on Twitter of him transforming with the Ryu Soldier buckle. Not the buckle, the wrist changer. I don't know what the actual Ryu Soldier changer. I was about to say, I don't know what the name of that thing is. What am I? Anyone knows that Izu shed a tear in the 01 opening sequence? I forgot to mention that as well. Yeah, Izu is definitely becoming some kind of human thing or something like that. An actual human. Yeah, she totally cried in the opening sequence. There's a lot of interesting thing about Izu in the opening sequence. So, Izu is definitely going to play a large role. That's going to be really cool. Izu is so strange. When they were doing the foot soldiers, the sushi guy gets hacked. Izu just stands there. I know Izu didn't get hacked, and I was like, damn, Izu, you're lucky. You didn't get turned into an evil robot. I think I saw somewhere that, it could be because they're, they're the hidden assistants, and they're just really lucky. Or, they're not really lucky. They have some kind of built-in defense to getting hacked into robots like that. Or into the foot soldiers, but maybe once they develop singularity, they can have a bootleg V-buckle placed on them, and then Zetsume rised. So, what's your favorite Super Sentai suit? Probably a Kyuranger suit. Probably the Orion? Maybe Orion. Or maybe a Ryu Soldier suit. What is my Smash main? Dark Samus or normal Samus. They're the same. They play the same. So either one of those. But maybe since me Gunner has the same moveset basically, it might be if I get back to playing Smash, because I haven't played in a while, it might be Sans. If you could stream a reaction of the Zi-O movie, would you make the video? Maybe not a reaction, but I would definitely do a review of the Zi-O movie. Did I watch the DuckTales reboot? No. Would you go to Japan to play Gamba Rising? Maybe not to just play Gamba Rising, but if I went to Japan, I would play Gamba Rising. So, do I like trading card games? I had a Pokemon bug as a kid, probably every kid had. But now at this point, no. I mean, I don't hate trading card games, but I'm not into trading card games. Have I watched Junin Sentai Kuryuger or Go Busters? I've watched neither of those, but I want to watch Kuryuger, maybe, because it does seem like it could be really cool. Bango Mango, I like your name, is new to the channel. Welcome to the channel, and asks, what is the best biology-style tokusatsu? I'm not sure what you mean by that. If you guys have any ideas, you can let him know, or her. But, I mean, X8 is kind of doctor-themed, so. Grand Muteki says, did someone say reactions? Check out Gokai Doctor. Yes, Gokai Doctor is known for his reactions, so if you want reaction videos, go check out him, because I'm not a reaction channel, so. Have I played the Untitled Goose Game on the Nintendo Switch? Nope, because I have never heard of it, so. What is your favorite Toku monster / villain suit? So you said villain suit, and that kind of opens the door to villain riders, but I'm not going to say villain riders, because that's technically Kamen Rider, so I'm just going to go with monster. Probably another Den-O, because it's technically Kamen Rider too, so I kind of just cheated. So I'm gonna say another demo for now, but there's probably someone else out there. Uh, I'm trying to think of an X8 one. Uh, I don't know. The monster designs in X8 aren't amazing. Maybe the red Game DS or the normal Game DS. Maybe Game DS too. Uh, would you like a manga themed Kamen Rider? That could be kind of cool. Kind of like Ninja Comic in Build, but like a whole series. I think that would be kind of cool, especially with what they did with Ninja Comic in Build for the short screen time it had. Uh, that could be cool. Favorite cartoon? Uh, does Transformers Prime count as a cartoon? It's animated, but like, it's not really something that comes to mind in cartoon. Uh, Brave Level 5 says for Kamen Rider Vigilant, the gangster theme Vigilant weapon is baseball bat. I don't know what happened to my voice there. For Phantom, it's knives. Mercenary is heavy guns, and Yakuza is swords. Baseball bat as a weapon sounds really fun. If you're curious, I'm working on a music-themed Kamen Rider series called Kamen Rider Phantom. There's another Kamen Rider Phantom. Interesting. The main character is a piano player in a jazz ensemble. That's cool. Superhero time in 10 minutes. That is true. So we're going to end like really soon so I can get to watching Superhero Tyson. If you want to talk with me and other tokusatsu fans about Superhero Tyson, or Superhero Time. I think I just said Superhero Tyson. Superhero Time. Twitter and Discord links are in the description. You can talk with me on Twitter or Discord, whichever you want to. So yeah, just throwing that out there. So speedrun these questions. Ask any questions you have left, because we're gonna end like basically very soon. So, are you a fan of Double Skull Rider? Yeah, I really like to look at Double, especially as the hat. Like, that's just so funny. Ryu Soul Red is getting a bunch of forms. Yeah. I'm not one to complain about like, oh, Red's getting all the upgrades, but it is kind of a little upsetting he's getting all the upgrades. But if you, not really spoiler, but the other Rangers are going to actually start using those armors in the future, so that's kind of cool. And I mean, they do also have like all the other shoulder armors, so it's not like Red's getting everything. How different do you think Q Ranger would have been if Naga couldn't have been turned back and was killed off and Akina had to take his place? So I don't remember who Akina is, but that sounds super crazy. Like, I don't think we've really had a Ranger death in Sentai at all. I think only like the most Ranger death I can think of is the only Ranger death I can think of is Kendrick's in Lost Galaxy, but that would be crazy if they killed off Naga. That would be really interesting. But I actually like Naga and Balance, so that would have made me really sad. Do you think Kamen Rider Gates V Cinema will have another Gates? I think for sure we're gonna have another Gates or was in one of the V Cinemas. Is water wet? I'm not gonna answer that because someone might kill me. Love your vids, Thomas. Keep it up. Thank you, Wyman Deep. From Wyman Deep. I'd love to see. Oh, I lost it. I'd love to see another Kung Fu Sentai Rider. That could be really cool. Like that could make some really amazing fight scenes. Like just going with full on hand to hand fight scenes. We haven't really had a few of those in a while because we have so many weapons, which is also fine. I'm totally okay with the weapons. So, but hand to hand combat stuff would be really cool. Vinicius Lawrence says hi, hello. Derpy Gamer asks, Ghost Mugen form, do you like it? I do like Ghost Mugen form. Any disappointment with the Ryu Souls? They do nothing in the changer, and they kind of, from reviews I've seen, they kind of get samey. Like over time, they just all kind of look the same. They all kind of blend together. So, Akina was the female Naga sent to kill him. I guess if she would replace him, I don't know. But if he died, that would be really crazy. I stand by that. Lucky versus King. King is the character from the Red from Kyuryuger. I think king is like, someone said is Jesus or something. Like he's super powerful. Kamen Rider Gates, I just saw your name. Welcome, Gates. Didn't someone from Jetman die? Maybe. I don't know. Do you want an anime-based rider? That could be cool. I want an anime actual show, or an anime Kamen Rider show would be really cool, because you could do a lot with fight scenes and stuff. Final question, since you're ending your stream. Vigilant backstory is that police took everything away from him, his mother had to be hospitalized, and his sister had to move countries, and his father got shot. That is a crazy backstory. Wow. Okay. So, I think that is it. So, I think I'm going to head off now. So, thank you guys for coming to the stream. These streams are always so much fun. I say that every time, but it is true. I really enjoy doing these. So thank you guys for all coming out to the stream. Once again, if you want to talk more with me, Twitter and Discord in the description. You can go join those. Superhero Time is starting in like very soon. So if you want to go check out Superhero Time, go check that out. Like maybe look it up. I think if you join our Discord, we usually put up some links. So hope to see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.